What was that? I think we're on. It says we're streaming. Let's just check it out now. If you just joined this, the best thing to do, why does it come as upcoming? The best thing to do was probably fast forward a couple of minutes, because there's always hiccups and housekeeping at the start. Just me making sure the stream's going. There's a lot of moving pieces with it. I'm just checking now that it is live. We do have a new robot mower here. Wee. Let me know if you can see what's going on, Wee. Oh, I can see it now. Looks like we are live. How did you get in here straight away, Wee? Teresa's here. Teresa or Teresa? I'm going to go with Teresa. Whether you like that or not. Welcome. What's everyone up to today? So we will get to, if you're watching this on the live replay, which I left the other one up and a few people seem to like watching the replay of it. Not everyone's awake when these things happen. So I will leave them up there, but yeah, we will get to setting this thing up, getting it cutting. That's the plan anyway. Anything, I have literally just opened this box. So hopefully all goes according to plan and we get it working and cutting. But yeah, definitely will happen in this video. Not sure how long it'll take. There's generally, I've noticed with every robot mower, as much as the actual act of setting them up is really probably only a half an hour process. There's always something that quite doesn't go right. Your Wi-Fi won't connect for whatever. There's always something, and it ends up taking, you know, an hour or two of mucking around. And spending the time at the start is definitely better than having issues with it later. Old mate is here. Notifications, I love it. You got your notification set. Mark's finished his yard work for the day. Wrapping Mum's Mother's Day gift. What'd you get her? Yeah, this is the Mammotion Luba 3. If you're not into robot mowers or following robot mowers, you probably have no idea what this thing is. It's very easy when you cover this stuff, try this stuff, you normalize it in your head. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a new one of these out. It's the third one. But I think the reality is the actual like uptake of robot mowers is a lot smaller than you sort of feel when you are playing with them all the time. You just assume that everyone knows what you're talking about. But I have noticed every time someone comes here, and I've got multiple of these things running around, someone's blown away that there's a robot mower. They're like, is that a robot mower? And I'm like, yeah. I'm surprised they're that shocked by it, but they still, yeah, maybe the uptake isn't as much as you would think. I am in an area, not right here, but there's lots of new estates around where they're probably not really practical. Teresa, love it. You don't know if there's no way your mum is watching this stream, Wee. New toy, yes, new toy, but it just means more work. I don't need any new toys. That's the thing. I get lots. I said on the last stream, it would be once a week I get some new startup robot mower company sending an email, and I'm sure they send them out to bucket loads of people, anyone that makes videos. But yeah, I get a video. An email saying, do you want to try it? I don't need them. It's not like, I've got a couple here set up and I absolutely love and swear by them in the right scenario, but I definitely don't. I'm going to take my boots off if you don't mind. I definitely don't need them. It's just, I have an interest in trying them. I like showing you guys. And obviously I do some paid video work where this isn't the paid video. But I just thought I'd throw it on here and show you what it is like to set these things up. I find it somewhat interesting. I've done enough of these ones now to have a pretty fair idea of what they're like. She might be. Mum might be in here, I doubt it. Severely doubt it. But we are back down on... We still haven't settled on a name for this area. I keep saying the green just because it's literally the only really green part of this property. Did finish the brick edging. I've got a video for that that I've just got to edit and get out. It's starting to look really nice. Just need to get some turf to fill in the bare patch and it'll be great. Yeah, I guess we can just sort of rip in. Don't mind me. Let me just put this away. I've noticed the deer have been down here. There are deer droppings on the lawn, which is a bit rude of them. I've got some great footage from the other night where about 5 or 6 of them were just in there absolutely mauling the grevilleas. I can show you actually, because we are portable. This is a portable setup. Have a look at this poor grevillea that is literally a stick now. They've just destroyed it. They left a couple of buds there, but that's about it. They take no prisoners. I do have to set up that motion activated sprinkler because these plants are suffering. Oasis is a good name for it. It does feel a little oasis-y. I do love spending some time down here, just coming down, taking off the boots, laying down on the Zoysia australis. Nice and soft. Let me know if you can hear me properly. I have the microphone just on the hat here. The reason for that, I noticed and I've noticed in previous videos, when I have it on the shirt there, it really sounds like you hear every breath and every little bit of a breath I take, or even when I swallow. So I thought it might be a little bit better there, but let me know how that is sounding, if I'm clear enough. This is all a learning process. Just chilling out. You've got deer, I've got kangaroos and rabbits. We see some wallabies. Rabbits, the rabbits don't seem to come on the grassy area. They seem to go on the more bare parts that there's dirt, and they just dig into that and make a bit of a mess. We haven't got a ton of them though. Sound is good. Gentle Stone, welcome back. Thanks, Teresa. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, we might as well start. I can put this off for as long as possible. It's going to be a bit nicer for me today because I'm not laying bricks and mixing concrete, so my hands aren't going to get dirty, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, as I mentioned at the start, we have the Mammotion Luba 3. I haven't even checked what size lawn this one's for. 3,000 metres square. So they do have, maybe someone in the chat could look up for me on the Mammotion website and have a look at the Luba 3 and let me know what models they have. I think they have a 3,000 metre one and a 5,000 metre one. I won't be using it on anything quite that big today. Where am I going to set it up? I will eventually, after this stream. I was going to set it up in its final resting place. That sounds a bit ominous, but I'm going to set it up on the neighbour's front lawn, and I didn't really want to put the front of their place on live stream. So we'll set it up where it's going to be docked, just on their property, and then we'll get it mowing on my property. You may or may not notice I've attached a GoPro thing for it so we can put the POV camera on it while we map. I need to get some more of these because I ran out. They come with double-sided tape so you can put them on easily, but this is an old one, didn't have that, so I had to super glue it on. So if this thing gets sent back, hopefully I can take it off without any fuss. Voiceover is clear and smooth. Lucky to hear. It's always nice to see the green grass. I always pick up a tip or two. Nice. I probably will paint this at some stage when it goes super dormant in the next couple of months, just to just for fun. just for fun, see what it looks like. I've only done the painting on some really rough lawns after Free Mow Fridays, and you're painting dirt a lot of the time at that point. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to assume, because no one's helping me in the chat, no one wants to leave. It's just, you can't miss it. It's we're going to assume that there's a 3,000 and a 5,000 square meter one. These are all-wheel drive, so all of the wheels drive the thing. It's got these front wheels that are, I think they call them omnidirectional, because it's got these little rollers. So obviously they go that way, but then they have the ability to turn like that, in theory, without ripping up the turf. But you know, if it keeps doing it in the same area, everything's going to rip the turf up. 3 models, Gentlestone, thank you very much. 1,500 square meters, or 0.37 acres. 3,000, which is this one, which is 3/4 of an acre, or 5,000, which is 1.25 acres. Thank you very much. I don't think it's released in Australia yet. I think it's out very shortly, which I don't know if this was like inspected at customs or something, or it's not out yet and they didn't want the box showing what it was, because the box came inside out. I've never seen that before. That's definitely a first. So I haven't done any study on this, so we're going to work out what's new on it together. I think the main thing from what I've seen is the LiDAR, which is on the top here. Previously they had this vision camera system here, as well as RTK, which is like GPS, and that's how it navigates around. But now it's got LiDAR as well, so should be more accurate in areas with low RTK reception. Yeah, or even I've heard people say that it's better in the dark as well, but don't know. These guards are new. I haven't seen these guards on any of the other Lubas. I've got the Luba, not the original, I've got the Luba 2 and the 3000X. Weird names, I know, but and have liked both of them. None of them have had these 2 front guards. I'm not 100% sure what they're for. It's not like it's going at speed. Turn it on, says Vector Space. I will be turning it on. Can only see the Luba 3 on the site. Gentlestone's done the hard work anyway. Yeah, so they call it, I think it's I don't know. I probably should have looked this up prior to starting, but we're just chilling out here. Mammotion Luba 3. Oh, release date Australia. Doesn't say. I don't even know how much they are. Looks like about $5,000 or 4,900 roughly. So yeah, somewhere around the $5,000 Australian. I'm just looking for their website to get the exact details. Bear with me. When's this? World's first tri-fusion. So yeah, the LiDAR, the dual camera setup, as well as the RTK. So 3 ways of telling it, or navigating, I guess. What's that about? Learn more. I do like these. I find it funny whenever I look at forums or anything, or Facebook groups. If you are looking to buy a robot mower, check out like the Facebook groups and the Reddit groups, because there's lots of information there from people that have them and any issues that they're having. I have great success with them here. I think robot mowers in general are very dependent on your property and your setup. So maybe I'm a little bit lucky, and I'm not saying that other people don't have issues, but generally I've been pretty lucky with them. I wouldn't say they're fully set and forget. I do have the occasional issue with them, occasional software quirk. Overall, I like the software. I find it very easy to map out, change the map, schedule things, change the height of cut. Out of the ones that I've tried, they're probably one of my more favourite. If this thing came in a bar blade option, it would be like the ideal mower for me. The 1,500 is only 400 less, and the 5,000 is 500 more. There we go. $800 pre-tax in the US apparently. Let's have a look at the cutting system. As I said, if it was a bar blade robot mower, 100% would be my dream mower. These still do a great job. Nice fine cut. They're little razor blades really. We've got 2 discs with 6 razor blades on each of them. They are reversible, so once they get blunt on one side, you can reverse them around and then turn them over, I guess, too. But yeah, pretty doesn't look like much, but I've had these things cut through. Like, if you're thinking about throwing it into an overgrown lawn, that's probably not the thing to do. I have tested it here on some sort of paddocky grass and mowed it over a 3-4 times to get it back to its maintained state, and it's worked. I wouldn't recommend that though. If you've got a overgrown yard, get it mowed properly first, because these things are really maintenance machines. Julie, hi. We've got a little bit of assembly to do before we get going. We'll assemble it here and then relocate because we can, because we've got a mobile setup on the property here. A little bumper bar here that needs to be installed. I saw someone installed this incorrectly. Again, back to those Facebook groups. Good to have a look at. Good to get feedback from. And hopefully we can get this done without any hiccups. I haven't actually checked. I'm sure it's not under embargo. It's been released in the States. It's not out here yet. I probably should have checked with them about doing this before starting this stream, or before planning to do this stream, but I'm a little bit impulsive and just woke up today and thought, you know what? I'm going to put this together. And then I thought, let's test out our stream again. Twitch is working good too. Good to hear. Thank you, Wee Wee. Appreciate that. The comments always going off massive on Twitch. I do need to mod you over there, by the way. Oop. It does come with a little reversible screwdriver, so handy to have. You don't even need to go and find tools. I say that I need to get my impact later to drill these stakes into the ground for the base station. So, Donna, welcome back. Donna says, hi Tim and chat. Hello to everyone in the chat, even the lurkers. We get quite a few lurkers here, and I appreciate the lurkers. I am a lurker myself. Okay. So I'm not 100% sure of everything that this does. I mean, it's a front bumper bar, and it activates. It's got a little push in there, and that'll tell it if it bumps into something. So most of the time, you can set these things to like obstacle avoidance with the cameras and that, and the camera will pick it up, and I assume the LiDAR. I generally turn that sort of stuff off, and I just go, I don't know what the mode's called, but I just rely on the touch sensitivity of it, because in my area here and where I have them set up, they're not really going to hurt anything or anyone. So we've got 4 screws here, and it looks like we've got 2. Not sure what that's for then. Someone want to read the instructions for me? Don't lose these screws, they are tiny. Let's put them there. So we're going to plug it in first. All you have to do for Twitch, by the way, is type /. Okay. Do you think I can do that right now, Wee Wee? Come on. Flat out doing this. I haven't even got that stream up, but I'll hopefully, I wonder if I can do it offline too. So there's a little cable you got to plug in. It's not giving you a lot of. There we go. Not giving you a lot to play with. So that's in. Then the next step is to make sure. Does this come off? I was going to say make sure you don't put it upside down. I thought I'd put it upside down for a second. That's weird. swear the other one, you did it from, oh, there's a remove. Stand by. Where's that go? Install and tighten the screws. It's a little bit different to the previous ones. Sue's here. Hello, Sue. Sublime's back. Sublime Stripes. Okay, so I heard you really have to get this in. Oh, that's in for sure. We'll use 2 of these screws. They all look the same. Just a little Phillips screw. Hello, Jan. Jan. I don't know why I was going to call you Jan, John. Apologies for that. So yeah, I saw someone on Facebook didn't push this in far enough and then did the screws up, and then it was operating, it went over it and broke the wire, so that's something we want to avoid. Lovely Saturday here. We're in the shade, the sun is out, but there's a nice, light, cool breeze. Just perfect weather to be out in the garden, on the lawn. You can hear someone out with a line trimmer at the moment. Okay. Don't think that's going anywhere. Famous last words. Let's see in an hour. Maybe you can fast forward in this stream an hour to this falling off. They might be spare screws, the other 2. There's a quick start guide on this, but I feel like I've done enough, and it is up at the shed. I feel like I've put these together enough to do it without checking. Little side guards here, which are, you're not going to miss them, are you? Very bright. Does it tell you left and right? That is right. One goes there. Put it on its side. Now, has anyone in the chat got a robot mower? I did ask the other day, and it's not something that many of my viewers seem to have. A lot of people would like one. I think the price scares a lot of people off. There are other options. This is their top of the line robot mower. They do have other robots in their range which are a bit more cost effective. So they've got a Luba Mini, which we've had on here. I've done a video on that. So it's like their top of the range all-wheel drive small version, single disc. So that's a bit cheaper. And then there's a Yuka, which is their 2-wheel drive. You know, these things are meant to be good on slopes, and when you have that sort of, you know, that's where the 4-wheel drive comes in, the all-wheel drive. A bit more cutting power as well, dual disc. But yeah, there are options out there. There is also Yuka Mini, so I think they've got 4 in their range. My robot mower is my son, good to hear. Wonder if these are just to stop people from putting their fingers near the edge, or I don't know. Has anyone got any questions in general about robot mowers? I assume a lot of knowledge with these things for people, and quite often that's not the case. I can't tell you technical stuff, but yeah, I do run quite a few of these things. I did say hi, Julie. You'll be able to watch that in the replay. Then you can post me an apology, please. Like many other who may be on the aged pension, there's no way I could afford one. Yeah, again, there's options out there. I guess it depends what you're doing as well. Like if you are spending money on lawn maintenance, I wouldn't recommend these sorts of things for someone that's not into their tech either, because sometimes they can be a little bit fiddly with the app. You know, if you've got to contact support or whatever, or even like I've had instances where just something's gone wrong or whatever and it hasn't gone back to base, it's run out of battery, and then you've got to go and lift the thing up, take it back to the base, and they're not a light thing. So yeah, unless someone's maybe a little bit into tech and physically capable enough to go and rescue it when it needs to be rescued, because as I said at the start, they're not 100% set and forget. You can see gum trees everywhere here, and if a big stick comes down, you know, it might be able to go around it. Sorry, I thought I heard deer. It might be able to go around it, but sometimes they will get stuck on them, and yeah, not 100% set and forget. How often do you replace the razor blades? Just comes down to what you're cutting, really. Like me cutting here, I'd go through them probably quicker than someone just cutting a lawn like this. So again, like your lawnmower blade at home, just comes down to how often you're cutting, what you're cutting. But I don't even know how much they are to replace, but they couldn't be that expensive. It's just these little things here, and they're reversible and flippable. So I think you get 4 sides in theory, if you know what I mean. So yeah, oh, very sharp. I have enough trouble rescuing my robot vac. Yeah, I mean, you get that sort of stuff. Like they're pretty impressive pieces of tech, just that they can navigate around. So they're getting better and better. Obviously this is the 3rd generation of this one, but from even, I don't know, 4 years ago, when a lot of the ones on the market had wires, and you had to plant a wire around the boundary, and the machine would then be able to, you know, work out where it can and can't go. You don't have to do that for these. The navigation on these things is getting very, very impressive, but I think the more complex they're getting as well, the more crucial the setup for them becomes. Okay, so what else have we got here? I think that's all for the robot. Might set up the RTK reference station, which is basically like a super accurate GPS, like down to the centimetre or something, or a couple of centimetres. I'm not sure exactly, but it works well. Works well for me. You want to install these in a nice clear sky area. You don't want to put it under trees and that. They do have a couple of options. There's a new thing, I haven't looked a lot into it. I tried to try it on one of the other lubas that I've got here, but couldn't get it working. There's a thing called Net RTK, which uses either like a 4G signal or your Wi-Fi, if you have good Wi-Fi coverage for the whole property, and it can navigate without the use of this, I believe. So in theory, you could use your phone as a hotspot somewhere, go and plop it down at a park and get it to mow the park, which sounds really cool. Again, I haven't been able to get it working yet. I will try it at some stage. I don't know if it's even been released fully in Australia yet. Standard. Oh. This pole feels a little bit more solid than the previous ones. Solid pole. So there's multiple mounting options. Normally they come with a, well, I think they do. I get a little bit confused because I try a lot of different ones. And a lot of them come with a arm that you can hang off your house or something. Have we got that? Oh, we've got a bit more installation to do. What's that, a cover for? the vision module. Doesn't look like we have a pole for the house. Do have this stake, however, or is this just a clip-on? I think. Sure. It's got to go there. I mean, I could look at the box, what it looks like. Oh, I can't even see where that is. I cannot see that on the... Oh, what an idiot. Sorry, that's for the charging station. Hair cutting requires very sharp, well-maintained grass. Should be a piece of cake. Alright, so we've got a little antenna. Actually, no. We'll put the wire down the pole first. So this just goes into the ground. There'll be a little stake thing for it. And that hooks up to our base station, but you don't have to hook it up to your base station to power it. You can just hook it up to power if you don't want to have your RTK reference station in the same spot as... What am I doing there? Is there not a hole down the bottom? I thought there'd be one down there. Yeah, if you don't want to have the RTK reference station right next to the base station, which can look a little bit clunky. I have tried that and it's worked pretty well. I think today we'll be installing it next to the base station. This one will be replacing, I say replacing, I'll just move it to another spot, the Luba 2 that I have. So we'll go and have a look at that one once we get this one set up and swap them. Okay, where's my little antenna going here? I like to get them set up, get rid of all the garbage and that first, and then just take what I need out there. And it's nicer to do it out here anyway. Where else would you want to start a stream? It's just a nice area to hang out. There's normally some little clips that hold the cable on there. Speaking of blades, which we were earlier, it does come with a full set of replacements, 12 plus new screws. Here's our clips. Where are we all watching from today? I want to know the weirdest place that someone's watching from. Someone's watching on a toilet, I know it. Spider just crawled on my boot. Cool story, Justin. Okay. So this is just to hold this cable on the pole. You want to come off the pole. I mean, you've got 2 more? 3 more. Plenty. Quakers Hill. That's what, Quakers Hill toilet or just Quakers Hill at home? Watching from Long Island. But where are we watching from? Long Island. In the bedroom, in the living room. Having dinner. What are we doing? It's a little bit shorter than they normally are. Brisbane, it's pretty weird. Illinois. Mr. Gazza's here. Where is it? Gazage. Okay. We have our RTK reference station set up. The amount of times no, we don't have it set up. The spike that I was talking about. The amount of times that I go to set these things up, and because I've just thought that I knew better and tried to wing it, and I've forgotten something in the garage. We'll see if we can avoid that today. It's just the little spike just screws in. I never know the best way to do these ones. Anyway. There we go. So we can spike that in the ground quite easily now. A little bit of aeration. From my gaming PC in my den while watching a gaming stream on my phone as well. You're all about it. Wee Wee's going to the toilet. Thank you very much. In a theatre room. Got me on a projector in 1080. That'd look awful, wouldn't it? Look awful, blown up. Mr. Gazage is with Vicky, watching in the lounge room in Victoria. Work and lurk, love it. Watching on patrol live. What are you patrolling? Patrol live. Brisbane is Yvonne. Yvonne's back. Lovely to have you back. Another accessory kit here. Now, I don't know how long this stream will go for, but don't think that how long I take is how long this will take. We're just really easing into it, taking our time. Just like the brick edge. There's no hurry. I'm not sure if this is the only power supply. Extension. No, there's the main power supply. So as I said before, you can power this RTK reference station. It comes with a power supply. So you can have it separate to the base station, or you can plug it straight into the base station. The base station charges it. We won't need this one because we're going to be powering it by the base station. So that can go away. So we need our 4 little stakes, I guess, screw stakes, to screw the base station into the ground. We don't need that. We do need this. It's like a little kill switch, I think. Comes with 2. Good to have a spare, I guess. And that just goes straight in the back there. So it won't operate unless that's in. That was very satisfying to put in. Anything else? User manual. We don't need that. Not yet anyway. It does come with a little cleaning brush too, which actually is very handy. I would not recommend using these things when the grass is wet, because just like your normal mower, it just accumulates a bunch of stuff under there, can build up, and yeah, just not be great. So much better in the dry. Trying to watch while dodging your grandbaby from stealing the phone. Coffee outside. I'm due for a coffee. Due for a coffee. Hint, hint. Okay, so we'll get our base station out now, get that up and ready, and then we'll be ready to pop all of this on the golf cart, take it out to its new location, new residence. So I feel like I don't get a lot of questions about the robot mowers in the stream, so it leads me to think that everyone knows how they work by now. But if you don't know anything, please feel free to ask, because I just assume that people know. That's our power supply for the base station. We've got this little visor for here. Where's that going? Okay. Now the beauty of these things is I have a lot of people ask me how long it takes to cut, and most of the time I don't know, because it's once it runs out of battery, it just goes back to the base station, charges, and then goes back out on its task. So yeah, it's not a case of, obviously a bigger battery you can do more in one go, but yeah, when they run out, they go back and charge and then continue on the task that they were doing. Watching from a game room while building Lego. Which Lego kit are we building? Luba comes in S and H models, which determine the cutting height. S version 1 to 2.7 inch, H version 2.4 to 4 inch. I imagine this would be a S version, because yeah, 25 mil I think is the lowest. That H version would definitely be more a States aimed machine. We cut very low here. We do cut very low here. But yeah, that's a high 2.2 inch as the lowest height of cut. Interesting. What was I doing? Let's put all this together. Then we'll leave it here. Take so it does come in a big box. Lots of stuff, which if you haven't done it before can be very intimidating, but I promise you it's not. If you just follow the easy start guide, you'll be fine. I have a habit of not doing that, but again, I've set up half a dozen of just these Mammotion ones previously. So now, there we go, that might explain it. It does say it was open for inspection by the Australian government. Maybe they reversed the packaging on it. I was saying earlier in the stream, it came boxed inside out, like the outside of the box is the inside of the box. I had no idea what that was about, so maybe they thought there was something naughty in there. Maybe I'm on a watch list. In my opinion, every external wheeled device should come with a docking station that has solar panels. That'd be interesting. Would be interesting. Just put my boots on. Load up the cart. Okay, I'll show you what we're down to. And that's why I'm saying it's very simple. We have our base station here, which is this. Power supply plugs into there. And our RTK reference station, which is basically our navigation or our GPS. That plugs into the base station, gets powered by that, and then you've got your mower, which goes on the charging station. So it's actually quite basic once you pull it out of the box and get everything together. I gave the car a clean out the other day. First time in a while. I need to get a rubber mat for it, because everything bounces around in there. And just makes a really annoying noise. I don't know why they wouldn't put that box in plain cardboard exterior. Oh, maybe they were worried about theft. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It might have been because it's not released here yet. So it might have been from them, but I can't answer for sure. It was a little bizarre. Yeah. Whoops. I don't know, that's probably 15 minutes at best real time if you wanted just to get that thing put together. You could do it quicker even, but it's probably it's half an hour if you got no idea what you're doing, I reckon. The paved border looks great, thank you. Happy with how it turned. Oh, you can see it, yeah. I have sanded. I've done the sand and cement in between them now. I brought some more topsoil down. Anyway, all that'll be in the video for that. This has been a very handy. Nicole accidentally stole this the other day, so we'll have to return it at some stage, but it's been a very handy carrier of all my cameras and chargers and all that while I've been in the cart, but we will be returning it at some point. I promise. Thanks, Peter. New Mandalorian N1 Starfighter. There you go. That sounds like a big one. The other good thing with having the mic on the hat, I don't feel as bad about having a drink. It's terrible when it's like on here and you can hear me gulping. Let me know if you can hear the gulp. I'll mute the mic otherwise. Now we'll do the pretend influencer camera thing where it's like they drive off and it's at the next scene, but they leave the camera there and they got to go and get the camera. So it's cringe as. Off we go. And my imaginary cameraman just picks it up later. Actually, funnily enough, speaking of magic, we can do a little bit of magic. We can just go. I mean, it would have been a little bit smoother if I had it ready to go, but let's see if this works. Let's go. Here we go. Look at that. There's another wireless access point. Ignore the 10 meters of network cable there. I've still got some work to do here. But that's wireless internet. So we have, I was saying earlier that they have some cheaper options. That's the Yuka, which is their 2-wheel drive option. Got the Yarbo there. That's a tracked modular robot mower. You can get options for it. It's got an outboard mowing deck. It's got a snow blower. I think they've got a whippersnipper edger now. I haven't had a lot of great luck with that one. They've had some security flaws as well, just announced in the last couple of days. I've spoken to them multiple times. I'm almost at the point, well, not almost. I'm at the point where I just wanted to pick it up, to be honest with you. I had a mowing deck on it and had it going. One of the discs broke, completely snapped a blade off. Yeah, the thing's been sitting there for probably 12 months. This thing's been a soldier. This is the Limo, which is a... I mean, I guess this shows that we do try everything here. As much as, you know, you can do paid promotion or whatever. As I've said before, the reach is for sale on the channel, meaning that, you know, I'm happy to show products, but the content isn't moderated by, you know, what they want me to say. So yeah, I'm happy to try everything, but this one's a bit different. It's got bar blades, which is what I was saying earlier. If the Luba had something like that, it would be a perfect mower for me, because there's some very rough conditions. There's a reason why I started the stream down at the nice turf area, because the rest of it looks like junk at the moment. We've had very little rain, so everything's looking dry. Everything's starting to go into dormancy. But yeah, another tracked robot mower with bar blades. We're going to keep driving. Where are we going to set this thing up? Yeah, snowblower. Sounds kind of weird, hey? Haven't seen it. Obviously won't get a chance to test it. But yeah, crazy that that's actually a thing. What do we got going on in the chat? We've been ignoring you, sorry. The area will always be the amphitheatre. Has that feel about it? Not the first, won't be the last to absently minded throw a basket in the trunk. Yes. Your land looks like a park to take a nice stroll in. Yeah, well, I don't know if you're talking about here. I was down there is a bit, but here is a work in project. There's a work in process. A lot to be done. It's very ugly. I had the whole thing here looking beautiful and green, and then the project of running the fibre optic cable, the power from front to back, kind of destroyed the place because it's all rock everywhere. I think my yard would need that heavy duty tracked one. Maybe. I've tried it in some hilly-ish sections. We haven't got a lot of slope here, so it's kind of hard to test them. Beer Taster Brute. It's funny that you're back here. I think a few of the regulars here will attest that I did say the only person seemingly missing those two streams was Beer Taster Brute. We were wondering what you were doing. We're thinking you had a hangover or something. Good to see you. Oh, there you go. You did say that I mentioned you, so there you go. You did see it. There was a guy in the US who went viral for his Yarbo snowblower. Yeah. Yeah, I have it set up, ready to go. I just haven't had luck talking to the company. Support for a lot of I said it in the last stream, there's so many robot mower startups now. Mammotion are probably pushed themselves away from that a little bit because they've got a few models out now. But there's so many new players to the market with their first models out, and a common theme I see, even with Mammotion somewhat as well, is support is a little bit tricky. The timeliness of replying to you can be a little bit off, but particularly with the startups. Again, they sent that thing here for me to play with, and you would think they would have an interest in making sure that I have a seamless experience with it, and it has not been seamless. It does do something cool though that I haven't seen another one do. It's got a speaker on it, not like sitting on it, like built in, and you can hook your Bluetooth up to it, like from your phone, and play music. And it's got a mode called Follow Me, where I'll walk along here and it'll just walk down with me. You can attach a trailer to it. So, I mean, in theory, it sounds like it feels to me more like it's a tech demo sort of thing, not like a completely finished solid product. I'd be interested to see if they have a second iteration of it over time. I'll let Nicole know that you're mortified about the basket. Michelle's here. Welcome back, Michelle. Getting some hours under your belt. Okay, so you can probably see in the background we have the Luba, I can't remember what they call it, Luba 2 3000X, I think they call it. So basically, the one we just set up is the new model of this. They look very similar in a lot of ways. We're just going to scoot over the fence. Do we put it in the exact same spot? It has been operating well there. No. I forgot to get the drill. The ground's not too hard on their side. Okay. I'll get the machine off first. We can compare and contrast. Lovely of everyone to join in for a lazy Saturday lawnmower setup. Had so much fun on the last streams doing the brick edging. We ended up over the course of that stream, it was like a 4.5 hour stream. I couldn't believe it, with no hiccups. And by the end of it, we had like 90 people consistently watching, which is pretty crazy for a little channel. It was much nicer down on the green, in the shade under the trees. It's not hot or anything, but just the direct sun and my extremely Caucasian skin. It's hard work. Okay, what are we gonna do? We'll come over here. Dot, dot, dot. Another limo here. This is their new one, the 1 Plus. Their initial model had some issues charging. They had the charging contacts under the body of the core of the machine, not on the mowing deck. The new model, this one has them up top, so haven't tested it long enough to see what it's like, but I've had it going in this whole yard here. I think it's about 7,000 square meters, and yeah, it cuts well. Here is our old Luba 2. Well, the updated Luba 2. Again, there was a Luba 2, and then this was the update of the Luba 2. They do look very similar apart from the vision module there. It's kind of just more incorporated now in there, and we've got the LiDAR up top. These mud guards. I don't know, what else? Ah, there you go. Hasn't got those sensors. I guess the LiDAR's replaced that, the need for them. And it's a lot dirtier. The sad thing about these things, they come out looking very, very shiny. It almost feels criminal to put them to work. Yeah, after a while they just look an absolute mess. Yes, happy to have you back, Beer Taster Brute. Why the fence? The fence is because I'm on my neighbour's yard. The only perk of living next door to me is your lawn gets taken care of for nothing. So, yeah, only perk, but not the worst perk, really, is it? See if there's any difference underneath. The charging station looks a little bit different. We've got a bit of build up here. This is what I was talking about before, where if you are mowing in the wet, you know, like any mower, you'll get a bit of stuff stick to the bottom there. We've got a bit of build up. This one's due for a clean. I'll give it a clean before I set it up in its next location, but it's been sitting here for a couple of weeks since I set up the limo to do the rest of it. Whoops, come over here. Apart from that, what else? Maybe we can see. The discs look a little bit different. I don't know if it shows on camera, but the the actual razor blades look recessed now into the disc where they kind of just sit there. I don't know if that's to try and stop grass catching underneath it like that. See how they accumulate a little bit there? Yeah, visually I can't see a ton looking at it. The side guards there are a little bit different, a bit more open. Anyway,
the front wheel lifted.
I'm getting this out of the way. Instead of
The front wheel lifted.
we get it, bro.
The robot tilted.
Instead of destroying another patch of grass, we'll just set it up here. Oh, I was a bit lazy with this one. Bit of a hack is set up here. Have a look at this. So it's just held in by the RTK reference station. And a couple of these. I don't like these crappy little ground screws that all but, I will say, the one good thing about the Yarbo, they gave you a metal ground screw, quite a strong one, so you just get straight in with the impact. But these are just little plastic ones which, if your ground's hard, they can be a little bit hard to get in. Gonna have to move this because it's straight in the sun. Did Tim? I did crack a beer. I was having one at the start of the stream. Q&A live stream with a few beers on the cards. This is the Q&A. You just ask them while we're working away. No one wants to see me just having a beer. It's not enough of a draw card. Look at that. We've got some death under there. We'll just relocate this over here for the minute. Bit of a scrub, Daddy. So it's a longer base station, and the charging contacts look different as well. Very different. The old one, this was one of the failures I had with one of the Lubas. These contacts here, which can go in, but if it goes in at the wrong angle, it actually broke one of the contacts on one of them. So they've changed the way the charging contacts operate. So there's a lot more play in those. Interesting to see how it works long term. I don't even need to cut most of that. Try and find, if you do get a robot mower, try and find the flattest area to put the docking station. Because if you don't, you just, I don't know, I find you have issues. At worst, have something sloping a tiny bit down. But yeah, I've found most success when the charging station is completely on flat ground. Stretching the streaming. We're having some dropouts, are we? It's weird because the Wi-Fi's there. Let me know if it's still having issues. We shouldn't be. I've got a couple of access points, like someone's messaging. No. Just let me know if we're still going in the stream. Better not leave them there. Mower will love to collect them. I'm not getting anyone else saying we dropped out, but no issues. Good to hear, Sue. I'm showing 2 bar of Wi-Fi on the iPad. Still should be a bit stronger. Anyway, this is a trial. I haven't tried live streaming from anywhere but down at the green. So here you go. We've got soft ground here. These plastic ones are fine. But if I was doing it on my side, it's all damn rock. Quite a short ground screw too. I saw an advertisement pop up. Oh, I did put the ads on. I figured I'd try and pay for some of this Wi-Fi setup that's cost me an absolute fortune. I don't know how that all works, but I did click the on option. Very cool hat, thank you very much. I actually made it myself. I whittled it out of wood. We got a new follow on Twitch, Luxury Tax 42. Interesting name. I don't know why, but the notifications come up on my phone for Twitch when we get a new follow. And we don't get many there because I haven't done anything with it. It's just new. But it seems to be going all right. How's that for a base station installation out of 10? I think it's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Okay, base station is based. Where are we going to put this? I might go that side, of course, where I've got everything. This is the other place you pray for soft ground. Where's that about there? I like to try and put these pretty close, just so I haven't got random wires running everywhere. Very soft here, running everywhere. How much does that puppy weigh? I don't know, though. I think the box said it was 22 kilos total. So I don't know. Maybe someone can look up in this on the website the specs for me. Certified Hat Thatcher. That's me. Oh, Luxury Tax 42 is here. Oh no, sorry. That's on Twitch. Sorry, I get the comments from Twitch and YouTube on the same app here. PlayStation, base station. It's very close. So as I mentioned earlier, we are going to be powering this RTK reference station by this base station. And we only need one PowerPoint slot, which I do run a little bit light on out here because I've got so many of these damn things. Plugs in, got a weatherproof connection. Someone's burning. Not like someone is literally themselves burning. Someone is burning something. Okay, the PlayStation is just about set up. Yeah, shortly, once I do get the PlayStation completely set up, I'm going to put the GoPro on the robot, and then we're going to map an area for it and see how that goes. What could go wrong? Just going to go plug this in. Give me one moment. Oh. Hello. Just streaming out the back. Oh, thanks. I won't be able to eat it right now. Alright, thanks. Bye. Alright, I'm just going to plug this in. Give me one sec. Is the Transform the same. Don't want to risk it not being exactly the same, so we will use the one we're meant to. Unplug this. Oh, it's straight in there. I've got to work out where we're going to use to cut now. There's an area that I haven't done for a while. I might give it a crack there. It's not ideal for it, but and it feels a little bit bad using a beautiful new $5,000 mower on bush scrub, essentially. But yeah. If you weren't here earlier, I am setting this one up. I'm going to set it up on my neighbour's front yard. I've got the whole backyard covered at the moment for them. This will complete the front yard. But yeah, I didn't want to put that on stream. Alright, so we have power now. Put it on charge. I think we have power. Is there a light for that? Yep, she's lit up. Coffee might be coming. Let's check. Let's see if coffee was included. If there's a coffee included, there was a burger, but I don't know. Actually, I think we're out of coffee. Let's see. I'm going to say John wants to know if there was a coffee there as well. You are on live stream just for legal purposes. John wanted to know, was there a coffee with that burger, or?
There probably is, yeah.
Is there really, or?
Yeah, I can make one. I've got the beans now.
Oh, okay. I'd love a coffee, thanks. It's nice of you to offer.
No idea. Where are you, though?
Just at the fence line, where the limos are.
Oh, okay, no worries. Do you want me to bring it out once the coffee's made?
No, just send me a message, I'll grab it.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks.
Yeah,
bye. We're not out of coffee, we have coffee. I think she went out while I've been doing all this. You can tell this thing's been sitting here for the last couple of weeks while the limo's been doing it. It's got cobwebs all over it. The cobwebs do love these things if you just leave them. There's been some that I've had issues with, not necessarily Mammotion or anything, but robot mowers in general, and they've just been sitting for months or whatever. You go and look under them and it's scary to look under there. Who do I follow? NRL, if anything, but I don't really watch it anymore. I used to be one of the scream at the TV kind of people, but not anymore. Coffee is back on the menu. All right, I'm going to try and hook up the mower now to the app. I've got about 4 or 5 of them on there, so it could be a little bit confusing. Hopefully no issues. Nicole is the hero. Yes. As always, keeps me hydrated. Okay. So we'll just swipe all the way over. Add new mower, searching for robots, bang. Comes straight up. There's 2 that come up. That's weird. Oh, the old one is still, I don't know, that's hooked up though, so I don't know why. VAH3, I think it's that one. Alright, so we'll hook that up, bang. I see flashing lights on the rear corner charging, correct. Robot is currently connected to a 4G network. It would be advisable to set up with a Wi-Fi. Yeah, we'll do that. Of course we will. And we have a separate network for all these sorts of devices. Quite noisy. I don't know what that noise is. I don't know if it's the deck going up and down or something, or no, it's just like quite a vibe. Oh, it might be the LiDAR. I wonder if it's. I think anyone know anything about LiDAR? I think it's got a spinny thing, doesn't it? I think that's it. Wi-Fi. Just getting my Wi-Fi password. Oops. Now, for some reason, this is where I have issues with a lot of these sorts of things. Some of them, they need to be on 2.4 only, and yeah, I had about an hour trying to get the Limo on the network a couple of weeks ago. Don't know how I got it on in the end, but ended up happening. Did that hook up? Did I put the wrong password? That hum is annoying. Surely that's not a... Can you import a mowing map from the old mower to the new one? No, you wouldn't be able to, because it relies on where the RTK reference station is for the old maps. I don't know how it works with if it's on Net RTK, which is that new thing which I haven't used. Whether you can do that, I don't know. But if you've mapped, it's based off where. If you've mapped with RTK, it's based off where the that reference station is. So obviously we've put a new one here. So new map. Okay, please work. If it doesn't work, I've got to try one of the other networks. Or maybe the 5 gigahertz one. Mr. Gazage. Oh, I did answer that. It does, doesn't it? Alright, that didn't work. We're going to try another network. We'll try the... You can hear it through the mic, can't you? Let me see if I pull it off the charger. No, it's still going.
Start charging.
It's not so bad. It's more the vibration through this little plastic piece here. Did that work? Have you checked the flux capacitor? No, I haven't. Found a new friend. Or a fiend. If it charges faster than the old one, it might be a high voltage charging station or AC to DC inverted. I feel like it's the LiDAR. It's coming right from there, so... Cannot send that live by the looks. Why is my internet not working? Or why is it not connecting? We'll try network 3 now. This is what I mean by there's always something. And I wouldn't just be launching one to your 75-year-old grandma and going, there you go, Nan, good luck. Thank you, Harbour Freight, for paying Tim. I'm guessing that was an ad, Witchy? There we go. Okay, so for some reason it connects to the main network. I have to talk to my IT man, Jeff, about why a lot of these things won't go on my IoT network. But we're hooked up. It even gives me, this is new, assemble and connect robot, install charging station, install and link RTK reference station, which we still need to do. Assembled. We're already ahead. Next. I'll skip. Now we're just going to hook up the reference station. What words have been restricted? Just give me 1 sec. Let me add this. We don't even have to scan it, which is lovely. So all we've done is connect the robot to the app, and now I'm connecting the RTK reference station to the app. Teresa hasn't seen a single ad yet. Non-paying viewer. Okay, we just stopped again. Now I do have to hook that up to the Wi-Fi as well. Why I have to do that, I don't know, but I am. There was some stuff about LiDAR is an active remote sensing technology that pulses a laser light to measure distances. Wonder if I'm in danger. Okay, we are connected. Got to find the right one. So battery is at 74%, 75% now. Basically, we're at the point where we're ready to map. Which means I drive the thing around the yard using the phone like a remote control car. Very easy to do. I'm going to hook up the GoPro first so you can see what's going on. The other option is coffee break, because the coffee will be ready very shortly. What do you think of my setup here? I'm quite proud of this. I don't think they'll be quite proud that I super glued the mount on, but got to get the shot. That won't work. I didn't think that through. Look at that. Believe it or not, that's going to hook up to the stream once I get it going. Tim, I'm getting heaps of ads. It's alright. What's heaps? I'm actually interested because all I had to do was flick ads on or off at the start. It wasn't like place them here or how often or anything. So I'd be interested to know how many you're getting. But it does help, because all this stuff does cost. Not the robots, but the network cost me a friggin' fortune. Okay, I've got to grab my coffee. What do you want to look at in the meantime? You can watch me go and walk to my coffee. Anyone got any questions while I walk and get my coffee? These screens in the sun isn't good. Guess it lets the mower charge a little bit anyway. Why is that not working? Oh, wasn't even a made burger, it's a Garlo. I can't hoe into that on stream. That's devastating. So I'm not sure why, but I can't get into my app that switches cameras. Which is the first time that's happened. It's worked flawlessly prior to that. It is so dry at the moment. Don't know if you can see me on the stream yet, but I'll show you. I might as well show you while I'm having a coffee and this thing's charging. I'll show you where the next winter grass project is. And it's under this very large tree here. Have a look at the size of that thing. I did poison all this because there was going to be a project here and then things changed, but I'm going to mow all this down, get the Scarify through it and just throw down some perennial ryegrass seed, which should grow well over the cooler months. I do love it when it is in full go. What do we got going on? What's your brand coffee maker, and do you have a favourite bean? I don't know. Sorry. It's a... What's the one that most people have? Breville. One of the fancier Breville ones, not like the current one. What coffee? I don't know. Whatever gets. I'm not too picky. I just know what I don't like when I drink it. I couldn't explain what it is. 2 or 3 ads every 5 minutes or so. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Appreciate you watching that though. I only had one. Okay. Nick, how are you? How are the bricks looking? Bricks are looking good. Bricks are looking done. I'm just waiting for a few rolls of turf to fill that space where we went outside the turf area. I hate that they've gone to 2 to 3 unskippable ads. I feel like they are pushing you towards premium. Get a bell for the coffee. Oh, good idea. Michelle's obviously had premium for a while. I only get a split screen for 6 seconds. That's all right. Do you use bow and arrow to get the weeds? I have. I wouldn't here. It's just I killed it all off. It's one of my big regrets here because I had it looking beautiful under this tree. I did do some videos with some lawnmowers here, and for what it was just a bit of a mix of probably blue cooch and a lot of kikuyu, and just got it looking really good. And then the fact that I killed it myself intentionally is really annoying, especially now that I would love it to be. Okay, so now my camera swap works. We can go to the back camera. Oh, I haven't got the back camera on here. I can probably switch to it. I am having fun playing with all the tech. I did mention earlier I've got some more cameras coming. Some decent ones. I'll show you the... when are we going to start building the house? We're just... plans will be going into council shortly, so hopefully that all works fine. And then I'd love to be able to cover the whole process on here. 5 seconds, workable. I allow myself 1 sub, and that's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate at $20 a month. Fair enough. I think so. Witchy's saying pay for premium so they can't show you ads that they make their money from. Yeah. but obviously they make their money from premium, and then we get a share of. I don't know how it works. It's yeah. I don't know if it's better or worse if you're getting the ads or premium, but whatever it is. It is what it is. If you're looking at this as purely a career, the risk is kind of on you, really. DeLonghi. No, we've got a Breville, which I have to learn how to use. I was tempted to learn how to use it the other day. When you've got someone that does it so well and enjoys doing it, there's no motivation there. Is there going to be near the new... Is it going to be... Is the house going to be near... No. No, the house will be somewhere near here, ideally. I pay for premium, I'm happy with it. That's good. But yeah, I want to show as much of the house being built as possible. And then obviously there's a lot of landscaping coming from that. Initially, with what I want to do anyway, I want to have a retained flat area for the house, retained by sandstone. House looking down onto the bush down there. Yeah, it's going to be flame zone, the bushfire attack level, which yeah, when you live near the bush, you've got to get a bushfire report, and they go and look at the type of vegetation that's in the bush, how close it is, you know, the angle of the slope and everything, and that determines, they do some calculations and come up with your bushfire attack level. And unfortunately, we will be at flame level, which means that you have to have shutters on every door and window, which is quite costly. A wood fire. No, we're not. We're not going to. Not right away, anyway. That thing's still humming away. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it from here. But yeah, this used to be a beautiful green, lush area. I did plant some blue cooch seed here, which some of it's come through now after getting destroyed. I can show you. I'll show you while I'm having a coffee. I was just going. There you go. Is there any chance you give us a bit of a tour of the property so we can get our bearings? It's kind of hard because it's like I want to just show it all, and then at the same time you're like, it feels weird showing the layout and everything of your property, which I'm sure you can understand, but I want to show as much as I can. So that's the nice big area where I said it was beautiful and lush and looked great. I got some dirt in here, and you can kind of see, well, you can't really see, but there's lots of cooch here because I did get some turf underlay put here. But then, yeah, the project for the well, irrigation. So the thing that made this all happen, you can see I haven't even filled in this trench properly yet back here. I've still got to do that. But there's a big tank at the back here which I had put in. I built the base for it, and then I did film it, but I didn't make a video of it, the whole thing. Yeah, big tank down there, which is for irrigation, because I want to, you know, if I do all these lawn areas and gardens, I want to be able to water them, but there's no power down there, so I needed to run power, so we had to have a trench dug. I started digging it, then hit rock, so then had to get someone out here with a 5-ton machine and a hammer, and I don't know, you can still kind of see, like, it's so crap here. I need to get some underlay quite a bit here just to get some decent growing conditions. So much rock here. Every time I walk over a rock, I just grab it, put it in a little pile there. I've got piles down here. Don't know if you can see that one there. Big pile here. This is an area that gets no love at the moment, which is where we're probably going to cut with the Luba to start with. More rock there, more rock there, big tank, but we do have Wi-Fi. So now we have power, irrigation, and Wi-Fi, which is, we're probably 200 meters from the green area now. And I've been able to walk from there to here without any dropouts because of all that, so kind of cool. But got some plans for projects down here. A lot of it's just time. Here's our little, I need to water this actually, forgot about this. Looks like it's going all right though. That triangle of turf that I cut off. In the first video showing the, when I dug out the little trench for the brick edge, and I had all that extra fill, I brought it down here because this was still quite a hollow, and then just chucked that turf on there. Do need to get some water to it though. It'll take. Had a big tree come down next door, destroy the fence somewhat. Yeah, chickens are down there, middle of the screen. Let me know if you want to go down and have a look at them. Chicken coop cam will be coming at some point. I just need to run a network cable from basically like up here, the top bit of the property, down to it. Shouldn't be too hard. Let me know how that stream bit went there. I got no idea what I missed. Let me know if we had any dropouts there. If we do have any dramas with it, let me know, because it's, yeah, I'm trying to get this set up so it's pretty bulletproof. So where's the bit you worked on there, Day? You're talking about where the nice grass is? That's more the front of the property. Use those rocks. I don't know. I've just got them there. I will use them for something. Chooks. Did we have any dropouts then? Went fine. Love it. That is so nice to hear. Again, for all the effort and everything to get that set up, the power, the internet, the water, and then to be able to, yeah, stroll the whole property now. I said it in the last stream, but like when we used to do the Turf and Tools podcast in the shed next to the router, we used to have issues with the internet dropping out. So now to be able to walk around and be able to switch cameras and do whatever, still blows my mind. Still blows my mind. I'll be finished my coffee in a sec, then we'll start mapping with the Luba, which sounds like it stopped humming. Not what percentage are we at now? Good to charge them up fully anyway. That's telling me how to map. Charge the battery. It's saying the RTK reference station's, oh, it's making the noise again, not connected. The green light's on though, so I'm not sure what. I think it is the LiDAR. It must be when I'm in the app, because it didn't start till I opened the app, and then like it started humming right when it ticked that everything was working fine there. But we have an issue with the reference station not being ready. Powered on. I think it's alright. See how we go. I was doing something, sorry. Sometimes I forget I'm streaming. No draft layouts or buffering or anything. Awesome. Internet's sweet. Thank you. So I have PTZ cameras. This is a, yeah, I can't really show you right now. Camera camera you're looking on now, it's a really wide angle one, and you're only seeing half of the picture. So the picture's like double that. But this one's not that sharp, and if you zoom in on it, it's not amazing. So I want to put a PTZ one right there, which will give me a lot of flexibility. Zoom down to the tool. Look at the tool. Now, so spent $4 grand on this top. That is on me. That was a me problem. I've got the audio set up where I haven't got the audio set up on that camera yet because we haven't been using that one. So that is a me issue. Sorry about that. All right, we'll have a quick look at the chalks, and then we will come and map this area. This is what I mean about robots, by the way, not being completely set and forget. Like, these things are just constantly dropping limbs, bark, and if you just leave, I come out here pretty much every day and just collect the stuff, build it up in a pile, and then burn it under the tree. I use an extender, but you need to know the overlaps for them to work well. I've got enough of them set up where they all overlap. But yeah, I need to run a cable down here, and as you can see, lots of rock. So it doesn't need to be deep, which is good because it's only the network cable. But yeah, it's literally just a case of running a network cable down here, hooking the camera up, and Chicken Coop live stream, which I've promised for 2 years, will be... I might drop out in here, I don't know, because oh, they want to come out. Should we let... Oh, I don't want to control them right now. I'll leave them there. They love coming out, having a wander. Who in the chat got robot mower? Not many people, from the sounds of it, James. Are you going to get a chipper for the property after using that one? Well, I mean, I've got use of that one at the moment, so I'd much rather use someone else's than outlay the money. So as long as I can, I will, because that thing's a ripper. I've actually got a big project down there that I will live stream. We've got so much, what's it called? Privet down in the bush part, and I really want to open it up and cut it down, poison it, bring it up, and chip it, get rid of it. But then also at some stage plant some native grasses and shrubs and that sort of stuff down there, because it's overwhelmed by privet. Get out of the way! Oh, the chooks are here. Hello, chookins. Hello, chookins. They're getting a bit older now. Like, we've gone pretty well. 2 years, haven't lost a chicken yet, which is, for new chicken owners, I guess, pretty surprising. Nicole does a good job. She does everything with them. I don't do anything, not gonna lie. That's her baby. As was the veggie garden, which we don't have at the moment. But we will be getting that going at some point. Yes, I will be planning to stream that. It's just going to be lots of... I want to borrow I haven't got one, but still I've got they got their, I think it's GTA 26, which is the little handheld chainsaw, but it's like a domestic unit. They've got a GTA 40, which is a more pro-aimed one. It runs on 2 batteries, a little bit of a larger bar. Just still like a hand chainsaw. I just want to borrow one of them off them and see how much I can destroy of the privet down there with that, just going nuts. All right, let's go Sorry to leave you chickens, but we're going to go set up this mower. Been promising it for too long. This is one of the many fire drums. Constantly needing to burn this stuff. Chicken shit makes great fertilizer. How are you going to collect that? Okay, right. I've got to drive it out first and try and squeeze it under the fence, all while holding this camera up. Surely we want to go to the robot mower cam once we get this going, yeah? Oh, God. My mistake. Like, that's on me. Firmware upgrade. They're normally pretty quick with these. Says the signal's poor, which is extremely surprising. Considering there's a wireless access point 20 meters away. Upgrading. I might turn on robot mower cam while we're doing this, get it going. Although no, I can't completely do that because I can't leave this screen, I think. Well, do not turn off the robot or disconnect it. So I think I can get rid of that. Need more hands. Need a lot more hands for a live stream. I've got another idea for another project, a outdoor movie theatre. I bought a cool outdoor projector and I need somewhere to set up. I want it kind of like a little, I think you call it an amphitheatre, you know, like a recess sort of area, and then I want the screen to be able to attach like out into the bush. So that's another idea for a project that I will be doing on the channel. What do we want? GoPro. This has been working seamlessly as well, which blows my mind that I can put a GoPro on a robot mower and then set it up, switch it live. Technology's crazy. Please work now, don't make a liar of me. Just connecting to the network. Should be live in a second. Let's see if that switches. I used to go to a drive-in cinema a lot when I was younger. I've been one of them for a long time. I do. It's 7-foot man with 4 arms would be a good stream. I'd watch that one. See if the GoPro is working. Oh my god, that's so good! Like, I don't want to brag, but like the technical feat that I have achieved having these multiple cameras running. Someone give me my flowers. How are we with that angle? Have you drawn a pattern or words into your lawn? So I haven't. It does have a feature where you can do that, but since I've had the property here, the grass hasn't really been suitable for that. Like it's rough going here. You know, over time it won't be. And got the nice area down the front there, but yeah, it's not quite ready for mowing patterns. Still looks a little stripy once you get them going. I think just from the wheel marks, which looks kind of cool. We either like it or you don't. I don't mind the look of it personally. We're just waiting for this upgrade to complete. You might want to mute the GoPro audio though if you can. Oh, can you hear that hum? Alright, now you're testing me. What we're going to do is log in to the computer that's controlling this whole stream, which is in the shed, and I'm going to try and see if I can mute the audio on the robot. Switch to it, and then audio. Whoever said that was a genius. Is that better for you? Source completely disappeared. You can hear me double. Oh, I turned it right down. Humming gone. I love it. Again, the amount of troubles we used to have. Karthik and I, if we started the podcast again, we could do the podcast walking around the property. 66%, quite a long update. I might peel this sticker, do a satisfying peel hopefully, while we're waiting for this update. That wasn't that satisfying, to be honest with you. Get rid of my junk. Another project I need to do, I need to kit this out as a mowing cart. I want to get some, I don't know, I haven't decided how to mount them yet, but some sort of trimmer racks on it, because the amount of times I want to put a line trimmer on it, and it's just sort of bouncing on the tray. Kind of not what I want to do. I want something a bit more formal. Do love this thing though. Don't want to put them on the side because I don't want to make, I guess the racks would be okay. You just wouldn't be able to drive inside with it. I toyed with the idea of putting it on the back tray door. Even just putting a couple of hooks on there. Then they wouldn't be in the way even when it was down there. Thought about the roof maybe. Lots of options. We are at 69%, 6.9. Set up a putting green and have Karthik over for a podcast. There will be no putting green here. That is far too much work and knowledge required and cost. It is an awesome cart. It is an awesome cart. I'm sure they have a maybe on the roof. I did think about that. I did think about it. I just don't. It's plastic, so don't know. Are there external power jacks on the cart? No, it has USB though. It's got two USB outputs. So I'll show you around here. So this is the Hawk Cart's Razorback. It's like a jacked golf cart, really. Like, look how high it sits. It's great. It is battery, but yeah, it has two USB ports. Unfortunately, USB-A. It has 12 volt as well, but I accidentally destroyed that doing something. I need to fix that. Long story. But yeah, I've got a budget set up for my Bluetooth speaker here, so we do have some tunes. Obviously can't have that on stream, which is annoying Be nice to have some background music, but we'd get copyright struck. We don't want that. What else has it got? Oh, it's cool. Battery lasts for ages because it's not like we don't have to travel too far, but you always need to travel with some sort of tools. So having the trailer is just super handy. And then like if we just want to go adventuring, having a look at other properties, it's kind of cool. This is what I'm looking at the stream on the iPad. I can see me, I can see the comments. If you've just joined, we are waiting for the upgrade. This is the real world. This is not the paid promotion YouTuber showing 4 minutes to set up a robot mower. We're showing it raw and real. You've seen the whole process here. I do have a great voice. What about standing upright on the tray, from the tray to the roof? That might work. Maybe. We are at 89% on the update. Not long now. We do have robot mower cam keyed up, ready to go. Let's just see if we can make sure it's still running. Should be. I have made a couple of songs. I have actually toyed with the idea of some background music. I do like the sound of the birds though, and the hum of the LiDAR. Don't know if you can see the wear marks for where the Luba 2, which is in front of it, has been coming and going. I'd probably recommend relocating your base station every now and then just to avoid that. There's also another point a few meters in front of that where it's been doing like a 360 and there's like a circle in the ground. Apart from that, it's been running pretty spotlessly. Which specs? What specs for latest Luba 3? What spec are we talking about, mate? I'm not really the spec man. I'm more the just get it out of the box and give it a crack. But I can try and answer your question. Where are we at with this update? Come on. 95%. I've given up a hot Agalo burger for this stream, so I hope you're happy. I can see them, it's the wheel marks. Yes. And it just doesn't matter. It's like if you just keep traffic of any sort over a lawn, it's just going to lay it down over time. But yeah, you can alleviate that, obviously, just relocating the base station. If you're on a smaller property, you might not have that option, but if anyone's looking at getting a robot mower, I would say my main advice would be to have great Wi-Fi. So if you're out the back and you've got really spotty Wi-Fi, I'd say try and upgrade that somehow. I'd have a upgrade successful. We're good to go. Have a great base station location, flat, nothing either side of it. I think you've got to have about 1.5 meters going by the book either side. And what was the other thing? Power. I would say I would even invest in, there we go, it's just starting up, having a new power point put near it, just so you haven't got extension cords and crap going everywhere. Have you got a Husqvarna robot mower? No, I did have one running around here for a little bit. They were mentioning sending another one to try, or setting up another one for maybe coming into next growing season. Don't know. Haven't spoken to them for a little while. The supports behind the seats metal or plastic. What's upgrading now?
Upgrade successful.
Okay. I hope we don't have to upgrade the... I better check. I just got to check that we don't need to upgrade the RTK. New version, of course. That should be quicker to upgrade. Sorry. Maybe you could mount brackets there for your trimmers. Yeah, they are metal, but I don't think I want to put brackets on there. Come on, man, I've been promising this. Robot's ready. RTK is just upgrading now. Beautiful afternoon. I've got a video to edit after this, actually. My Freemo Friday, which will be coming out tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, yes. If we were going to give this one a name, we'd call it the Hummingbird or something. It's got a definite hum about it. Come on, please. 66%. Good thing is if you're watching this after the fact, you can fast forward all of this. Mm-mm. 69% now, 70. I could, but I wouldn't have a hand. That's why I need an extra hand. I can't use a remote control and talk to you guys. Need one of those beer hats. Does new Luba have GPS satellites if loses Wi-Fi connection? Well, the GPS, well, it uses RTK, which is like, I don't know the exact technical side of it, but I believe it's like GPS or uses GPS, but it's more accurate. If it loses signal, it's got the dual camera system as well as the LiDAR, and apparently can operate in those conditions for limited time. But they're hard to test, these things, because you've only got your property and your setup. Like, if you haven't got spotty Wi-Fi conditions, or if you haven't got dense tree coverage or slopes, it's kind of hard to test. I feel like everyone's experience is dependent kind of on their personal setup. Make a bracket, have it hang off the side. Yeah, maybe. Alright, we are upgraded, updated. We're going to connect. We are going to go to RoboCam. RoboCam Go. And we are going to, we're at 98% too, so we've just about charged up full. Start mapping. Now there's two options with mapping. You can either auto map or manual map. I don't trust, I haven't had, I tried with the Luba Mini, which is the little brother of this thing, I guess. The auto mapping on the green down, the nice grass, and it did a decent job. I think in those scenarios where it's like there's clear grass here, there's a clear garden here, they work well. But on this sort of block, it's going to struggle. So we're going to be going with the manual mapping option.
Start mapping a task area.
Okay, undocking from the charging station. Better get out of the way. I hope my RoboCam doesn't affect the... Where are you going? Don't be doing that. I hope my RoboCam doesn't affect the LiDAR. Go to lawn. I don't want to create a channel, I just want to go. This won't really matter because the area that I'm going to mow now isn't going to be its permanent home. as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm going to be setting this up in my neighbour's front yard. Oops. Alright. Nice transition, thank you very much. Real time, yeah, RTK is the blah 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 blah. Thank you for that. It scared the other mower. Alright, let's change the speed. This is a little bit slow for me. You can change the travel speed. Map type. Interesting, looks like there's a couple of new options. Whoop. Sorry about that. It's just overwhelmed. I might slow it down. It's a little bit of a bumpy view. Alright, I won't be able to read your comments for a second because I'm going to map this. Oh. I'll go down here. Man, that is going to be a real bumpy view. I need to work on that. Good on the normal lawn. I'm going to need to bring this camera or we're going to drop out of sound. It'll be good on the normal lawn, which it was for the stream the other day, but I'm just looking at that now. It'll be hard to watch, I think. It is so bumpy out here, though. It's not like a beautiful green flat oasis. Funnily enough, it's improved quite a bit. Alright, so we're just going to test it out for the purpose of this stream. Down in this area here, which... Oh, come with me. Down this area here, which I haven't done anything with for a while. Hasn't grown a lot considering. Last time I mowed it down here was with the bad boy stand on. Not a massive area, but we'll give it a little test. Then I'll set it up in my neighbour's front yard and give it a longer term test. We've got a few things we can set up here, test a few no-go zones, that sort of thing. It's showing poor Wi-Fi, which is bizarre. Oh, am I on the wrong network? Just stay with me for a second. No, that should be it. Oh no, we're back up to full. I have no idea what happened there. Maybe it just switched. Okay, sorry. I'll stop talking. We are going to map now. Scanning surroundings. Guide the robot one full lap around the lawn perimeter. Got it. Yep. Okay, so here we go. Again, it feels really sacrilegious to launch this mower into such poor conditions when it's brand new and done nothing to hurt me. These things definitely don't get babied here. You can probably see a little bit of growth there, but it's tough stuff. It's really disconcerting not knowing if the stream's still going or being able to reply to anything. I'm not ignoring you. So I find this quite easy. Again, I've set up, this is probably the 6th one of these that I've tried in the Mammotion ones. So I'm used to the software and I've set them up all on multiple cutting areas multiple times. So I find it quite easy. I find it quite easy to navigate. Go under here. Got a bit of rubbish here. There's some rabbits. Don't know if that shows up. Rabbits digging. What have we got here? Stream is fine. Whoever sent that to me, thank you very much for the SMS. Looks like it's a state's number. Feel free to let me know who it is. Okay. We've mapped. Finish. Area ready.
Task area mapping completed.
Okay, we're going to make a couple of no-go zones around the... God, sorry, it's just prompting me to do a million things. Start mapping. Yeah, we're going to make a couple of no-go areas around these trees. In theory, with the LiDAR and the cameras and that, it should dodge them anyway, but I don't know why you add that potential issue when you don't have to. Like, it's just like a no-brainer for me, so I just go create no-go zone. We can draw a zone now. Anyway, we're going to create it manually. We're just going to drive around the tree here. And then it will not enter that area. We'll do the same for the tree next to it. Oh, I missed the start mapping bit, so I'm going to have to do that lap again.
No-go zone.
For the purpose of speeding up this video, we will just encompass the two trees and make one no-go zone. Back to our start point. There we go. Save the no-go zone.
No-go zone mapping completed.
Were there any other no-go zones? No, I think that was it here. Finish. Okay, so we're all set up. There is our map there. Not sure if you can see it, but that's our map. We've got our no-go zone. We're just going to set it up mowing. I'll set the height. I assume it'll ask me. Mow. Going to select that area. 254 square meters for anyone playing at home. It's telling me it's going to take 65 minutes. Settings. We don't want to go too low. It's set at 70 mil. Goes down as low as 25. So 25 mil to 70 mil. We're going to go 45 mil. Which is still, it's cutting a fair bit off places here. I'd probably run it a couple of times to get everything looking nice and neat. We're going to start with the interior first. AI obstacle detection, I'm going to turn that off. I don't think I need it. Okay. Mowing pattern. We're going to do... It's going to make the mowing take longer, but we're going to do both ways. We're going to go one direction and then 90 degrees the other way. Make a cross pattern. Or grid pattern, they call it in here. And that's saying now it's going to take 111 minutes total. So we're going to start that. Robot is unable to access the target area. Please create a channel. It's in the area. Oh, we're in a no-go zone. That would be why. Manual. Let me move it out of there. Okay, mow. Did it save my settings? Yes. Lovely. And it should work now. Now it does have a camera on it as well, as in on the app I can log into the camera that is on the robot. Quality's not like what you're looking at, but still handy to know and see what it's doing. Here we are. All right, let me go get the iPad so I can see what's going on with you guys. Someone's going nuts with a chainsaw. Hopefully on a tree. Might bring my cart. Okay, so yes. Can I give you Imperial? Yeah, so 25 mil, which is its lowest height of cut, is 1 inch, and then 70 mil is just a shy off 3 inch. Surely you're taking that as a challenge. What have I missed? Real life testing instead of influencer hype is always a better advertisement for a product. I feel that too. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to see with these robot mowers. You know, they do a lot. They do a lot of, and all of them. And I understand why, because you want to get coverage of your product. But there's a lot of, you know, paid reviews, which again I have no issue with. But and again, I'm doing a quote unquote paid review, but it's a little bit different in style in that, again, I just show them working and my experience with them. It's, yeah, I'm not bound. Well, I haven't been anyway. They've been pretty good. Everything I've put out, they haven't had an issue with. And I generally like the product, so, you know, I think if you expect them to be completely set and forget and you're going to have no issues whatsoever, I'd compare them to robot vacuums. It's just like every now and then you're going to need a little bit of intervention. Was that you, Michelle, messaging me? Thank you very much. I did immediately crash after saying that I've got quite a bit of experience with these things. How are we going to get that? Picture's a bit shaky when it's moving. I need to work out a better mount for the GoPro. So right now it's, I don't know what it's doing. I'll have a look on the app. Like, it did a bit of a hard turn there where it didn't seem like it needed to. Definitely cutting. It's probably not all that evident on camera. Better grass coverage is, let me get the camera, I'll show you what I mean. Better grass coverage is better, which goes without saying. But if you've got very light and weedy, wispy coverage and it's dusty and they try and turn, it doesn't do you any favors in terms of then getting the grass to continue to grow. Like, it can track it up a bit. I guess you got to have realistic expectations with what you're mowing. I'll show you what I mean. Give me 1 sec, I'll switch cameras. Oh, I'll get out of the way first. No drama with the stream, thank you very much. That's an old message, sorry. Strap it to a chicken. I don't think that would be That would be frowned upon, wouldn't it? Switch cameras. So here we are here. Started to get a little tank turny here, but I mean you can't really, it's very light coverage and very dusty, so you can't really fault the machine for that. They do much better with actual coverage. Maybe the GoPro has an optical image stabilization feature you can turn on. It's got the stabilization on, it's just I can see the thing moving because it's just a bumpy area. Can't really fault the GoPro really. It's more the mount that I've got it on because it sits up quite high. Anyway, it's all learning. Every stream I do, I learn a little bit more about what we can and can't do. Chickens are resilient. What a Peter like though. Tim's favourite double cut and favourite pattern. I do like a spiral to the centre. That's a little fancy. So you can see how rough the conditions are, how many sticks, leaves, all that sort of thing. You know, it won't like these sorts of things. They can potentially get jammed and jam the disc, and you'll have to come out and remove it. Not the end of the world, but the stuff's quite wispy, but it's got a bit of length and it's getting through it. Did we map there? I can't remember. The cleaner your area, I mean, I guess it goes without saying, but the cleaner the area, the more success you'll have with these things. It actually shows the bumps of the terrain better, yeah. Get the GoPro with gimbal. That's a little mildly excessive. You can tell the sun's going down. 3:45 here, Saturday afternoon. Shadows are getting very long. It's doing all right. I mean, it's doing as I expect. They are a hard machine to test. It's like if you're testing a whippersnipper or something, you just rip in, do an edge, do some long grass, a lawnmower, same deal, but you've got to be a lot more patient with these things and see how they go over time. And there's a lot more that can go wrong. Functional, correct. Correct. Got a decent either chip or burn pile here. Some of that's privet actually that I got rid of before. I might leave the robo for a minute and show you that privet area I was talking about. Hopefully we don't drop out because it's in an area that I haven't fully covered yet. I mean I have, but the wireless access point faces the other way, so I'll cross my fingers. How are we going? Still got 2 bar. I'll just go to about here, but you really probably won't be able to. Oh, we're getting a little bit, pitch is a bit average, we might stay here. A lot of that out there is privet. That there won't really show. There's so much privet there is. I'm going to hack it all out, and more so down there, and it'll just let so much light in and hopefully be able to grow some native stuff. It's the worst. It is the worst. We might just give our Zoysia australis triangle a quick water. It does need it. It's looking a little parched. Let me just go grab the hose. I feel like I can hear the robot on a stick. They let you know when they're hitting something. I'll give you the wide shot from back here in a minute. You can really, I've noticed if you cut with the camera facing towards the sun, you can really see the leaf. Hopefully this will spread out over time. Again, another area that I need a lot of turf underlay to be able to grow something decent. Is that what you will stream? Yes. Well, that's the plan. I plan to. Yeah, I've already started. Not the stream for that, but I've already started cutting some out, poisoning some. But I figure, yeah, might as well try and do another stream. I'll stream a lot of the work I'll do around here. Just makes it a bit more fun. Gets me recording the stuff anyway, and I can use it later. Peter, how are you? Good morning. It's not really a mountain, but yeah, we're a little elevated. There we go. All right, let's go see how Robo's going. You can really see the leaf. Well, now we're going to be in the way though. Thanks, Brute. I've gone back and started watching the stream. Did they give you an indication of when the Luba 3 is coming out? I haven't asked. I think it's... I mean, I can have a look. Surely there'll be a date. We want to go back to RoboCam. Let me know. Let me know, would you prefer RoboCam or the long shot? Mammotion Luba 3, all-wheel drive. Limited stock available, first come, first served. Let's see what happens if we add it to cart. Now it says pre-order. So I'm not 100% sure when it comes out. I know it is soon. wants to come where I am. I did notice on one of the early robot... There you go, you can see it here, it hit the stick. Didn't stop it or anything, that's a decent stick. On one of the early robot mower videos I did. See you, Michelle. Thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out. I had someone comment something like, why does everyone with robot mowers have shitty lawns? I think the reason is, like, if you have a small lawn, it's easy to mow, it's easy to maintain, but if you have something bigger, you know, the quality of it, like, my issue here is we're on a lot of rock, so if we get rain, this all greens up and can spread and look okay if it's mowed regularly, but you only need like 3 days of warm, dry weather and it starts to dry out because there's just not much under it. So yeah, I think a lot of people that would use robot mowers do have these sorts of lawns that you're not necessarily going to want to be running over with a ride-on mower or something. I know for one, like if I come down here with the ride-on, it's just blowing dust and shit everywhere, whereas these things, not an issue, but you can, well, you probably can't see right now, you'll be able to see when I switch, it's already getting quite dirty and dusty. I did take that personally though, and then you know, now I have my nice turf area obviously, so I can kind of say yes, a lot of people with robot mowers do have some average lawns, but through no fault of the machine. It actually makes the property look much tidier than it is. Even next door that I've been set up mowers on. What's going on here? Crystal, welcome back. So you can see in the app like where it's going. It shows you your map and then like an overlay of the cutting path. What a terrible way to treat a... how much do you work out this was? Mammotion. Who remembers the price? Oh, here we are. 3,000 all-wheel drive. What a terrible way to treat a $4,900 robot mower. Its maiden voyage was going to be on the nice green area, but here we are. That is the LiDAR, not a gyroscope. It's sitting on top of a dual camera system though, so just in front of that bubble, it's got a dual camera setup. So what I'm going to do, not the GoPro. No, who asked that? No, yeah. Not the GoPro, no, the little blue bubble I imagine you're talking about, that's the LiDAR. Let me put this here. I'm going back up to the shed for a minute. And I'll leave that there and just see what happens. Okay, I'm back. I can already see, you probably can't from this angle, I'll take you up there in a minute, but I can already see some tracks. Nope. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if any of you heard that whining sound, but it's when it goes over, it's just the blade scraping over sticks like this. Yeah, the hum was just a bit weird when it was sitting there, but it's obviously, I don't know, just the lighter. I like it. I think a stream, if it was mowing a decent area with a couple of cameras set up, and it could, let's see if it runs over me, and it could switch between them, that's a good ASMR channel. I'll show you the view from up here. Maggie! Mags! Come on! Come on! Maggie! She's skulking off. She wants to be free. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. If I hold it up there, the light's not great. It starts to show where it's done. It's nice to come home when they've been doing it and it's all like you got the lines in the lawn and it just looks nice and tidy. And yeah, you're like, oh, that's cool. And you weren't even home. Someone asked what my favourite robot was, I think, while I didn't have the microphone on me. And who was that? Someone. Specific question. Can't find it, but someone did ask. I find, so as I said earlier in the stream, I've tried just about all the Mammotion ones, and I have pretty good success with them. They operate pretty well here. But because of the block and how it is here currently, I've got a really soft spot for anything, and there's not many of them on the market at the moment. I believe there's only 2, supposedly, with another one coming. Anything with a bar blade, because it's just so good for all the blitzes up, mulches up all the leaves. Don't know if you can see the leaf coverage here, but it's quite substantial. And the ones with the smaller razor blades like these, they're not great on blitzing up leaves. So my dream machine is like something like this with bar blades. Hey Tim, what was it like your way the last couple of days? Are you talking about weather or? I'm gonna have to end this stream. I mean, I say I'm gonna have to end it, but I don't think I should just leave it running with the robot just doing its thing. I don't think anyone will find that all that interesting in this area anyway. We will do that. I will be doing some dedicated robot mower streams, just some ASMR of them cutting, but yeah, you can see the leaves there. But yeah, I've got to edit my Primo Fridays video because I'm back at work tomorrow and it's out tomorrow, so I need to have it done. But yeah, this thing is working as I imagined it would be working. So I'm not surprised. I don't know if you're surprised. I think the other thing, there's a big root here. It might have been grinding on that too. Less than ideal. Excuse me. I will have a... I normally do this sort of style of video where I set it up, get it going, is normally the YouTube video for these robots. So I will be doing another actual proper YouTube video for this thing. Because yeah, live stream isn't for everyone. It's cutting that long stuff nicely. It's quite wispy, but it's still doing it. With a double cut, it'll look nice and tidy. I mean, I guess I could leave you guys to talk about your dietary requirements, but I didn't upload a Free photo last week, no. I'm going to be doing fortnightly for a bit, just so I can catch up on... I've got so much to do here. Yeah, just the mental capacity to crank them out every week. If I'm doing a multi-part video, it'll probably be weekly, but other than that, I'm just going to do fortnightly for a little bit, but be doing a bit more on Turf and Tools because I'll be doing some more stuff around here. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how we go. I changed my mind pretty quickly, but I do have to edit that one. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out again. Let me know if you've got any comments or suggestions. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks for watching. That's the Luba 3.